There's going to be two parts of this video, guys. Stay towards the end. I'll show you how I ran it with LMG, and as you just saw, I ran it with SMG, and it's night and day, but the damage is very consistent. They're very powerful, and yeah, man, this is crazy. I would not believe how much more fun I had with this build in quite a while. Don't. Oh! All dead. Ah, nice. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Fuck you. Yeah! What's up, friends? What's up, fams? This is Tips and Tricks for Division 2. Thank you to Charlie Boston and Co. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that like so we get into the mainstream universe. And let's get into this, guys. Oh, hit the notification button so you get new builds like this. So we went with the Tinkering Mask. If you haven't known by now, a bridge if your primary and secondary weapons are not exotic or named and of the same type. The secondary weapon talent will also be applied to the primary weapon. Does not apply if the primary and secondary weapon talent includes weapon swapping, and it doesn't apply if it's the same talent. So you have to have a variation. Alright, guys, so I ran with the Vector SBR 9mm. Alright, we've got Sadist here, 30% amplified damage to bleed, alright, enemies. And we've got the MP7 here, and it's measured. It's 25% rated 5 negative at the very end, and you get 30% weapon damage. But I'm hearing for the burst, that 25% rated 5 burst. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm going for here. So these two guys is pretty much 60% weapon damage plus it amplified damage. Amplified damage is like 5 times a little bit more heavier than regular weapon damage. So we've got the quick step here, just to run around quicker, guys. We got the backpack, unit alloys, 5% rate of fire, 50% weapon damage, crit damage, crit chance mod. We went with ongoing directive. If you don't know, you should know. It's 2-piece status effect, 30% reload speed. Rules of engagement: shooting a status effect enemy will apply a mark. Killing a mark enemy grants a full clip of hollow points for your active weapon. Half of the agent's active weapon to the rest of the party. Mark lasts for 10 seconds. Hollow point ammo amplifies weapon damage by 20% and applies bleed on hit. So we went with the chest piece, guys. It's going to give you 50% amplified damage rather than 25. And so the chest, we went with armor, crit damage, 12% protection from elites. Another protection from elites up here. We went with crit damage, crit chance. I should buff that. But all right. So the Crusader shield, and we ran with shield health, damage bonus 5%, and shield health again. and we went with the jammer pulse. So you jam them first, and then you shoot them with your gun, and you get that bleed bullet, that amplified bleed bullet. So we ran with radius, skill haste, and that's it, guys. So this is the build, guys. Oh, I forgot about that. So your specialization, this will give you 10% more damage to status effect NPCs. Okay, and it has a contingency of, I forgot what the other thing was. Actually, let's go check. Alright, so we get fire grenades. That is a big plus for this build. Alright, guys. And again, 10% bonus damage to targets for the status effect. We got cover to cover. We've got skill haste. 50% pulse resistance. And we've got this, guys. You get the 5.56 style weapon magazine. And don't forget to turn these on, guys, whatever gun you're running. So I'm running SMG. I have this procced. And that's about it, guys. This is the build, guys. Make it your own. Oh, forgot, 10% increased protection from elites. So I ran this build otherwise like this too, with these LMGs. And it wasn't really for me, guys. I like to play tanky in their faces, you know, and have a good time. It's a lot quicker of gameplay because if you're in cover all the time. I know ambush is to stay in cover or to stay still. So you can stand upright, move slowly, and have the same ambush damage bonus of the global event. Alright, guys, make this your own. You know that. And you know what it is, man. Peace, one love, and I'm out of here. Alright guys, so this is the same build I was running with SMG. I just replaced it with LMGs. And you saw how fast that was quick. So we got Sadist on the military MK46 replica, and we got the Stoner Lamb with Killer. And this is the build, guys. Dude, this shit rips. The only thing I replaced, too, the three things I replaced was the LMGs, and I had Wicked on the backpack. Why Wicked for this backpack? Because the LMGs have more of an advantage and an amount of bullets that they're holding. It's about 100 plus bullets, so the amplified damage or the side effect damage will be consistent. So that's what it is. Wicked, if it has a status effect, it will damage at 18%. All right, that's the only reason why I ran Wicked. But if it was a SMG or an AR, I'd run Vigilance, because these guys pack more ammo and it would be more consistent to run Wicked. But when you're running AR, SMG, pistol even, you would like to run Vigilance. All right, guys.